the charger thing.
Great. And go live. Right, did I do everything? Am I forgetting something?
Mm-hmm. There it is.
Yeah!
Doot, doot, doot.
Need my cup of water. Oop, and I need my paintbrushes. All right. Hello, Craig Turpin, Kilgore Void. Oop, I should. There we go.
Hey.
Joyful Rise.
Yeah.
Got a new medal. I could not find my piece of paper, so there's no gray background today. But there will be tomorrow, assuming I find it.
I know where it is.
Where is it?
I think. Isn't it just on the I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's kind of a coffee table.
I
feel like I said it there. Oh.
Yes, but I probably picked it up and set it somewhere. So there's the problem right there.
There it is. It's your fault.
Yeah. All right. So I got my model. I got them all primed up, ready to go. Mm-hmm. I'm really happy with this pinning. This pinning I did for this his right arm or his left arm.
Exactly. And this model was given to us by Joey Flores.
Yeah, which was very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, beyond nice.
Yeah, and now we're gonna paint it up. Lucky bat. Ooh. Nick is very small today. Yeah, I haven't resized him from yesterday, so it would make more sense if I turned on this image. Although now everything makes less sense because this image and Santa are not related.
Mm-hmm. You have to put a picture of Santa there.
Mm-hmm.
Reference Santa.
Yeah. Ah, you've fallen for my trap. Paint the model and I steal the color scheme.
Ah, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Here, I'll fix Nick real quick. There we go.
I can't wait to see what happened.
I feel like my I could work on my camera too a little.
Mm-hmm.
There, that.
Yeah, really get it out there.
Mm-hmm. You've been naughty, children, but instead of coal in your stockings, you get depleted uranium rounds in your chest cavity. I believe this is the 2020 Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. All right. We work out of a basement, and I feel like I've been up and down the stairs about 100 times today.
Yes.
But you know what? Just another opportunity to use my brand new Badger Patriot 105. Which one thing I do not like about the Badger Patriot 105 is it doesn't look like the needle is nickel coated like on the Harder and Steinbeck's. And so it looks like it's just kind of probably milled stainless, which is nice. It's a nice piece of metal, but it's a little rough. It has a little bit of a texture to it. Mm. So I have to scrape the paint off the tip.
Mm.
So basically it's garbage.
Yeah, you should throw it out.
Will Will you be painting the elves as part of the stream? Yes, I will be. I just don't have them prepped yet. And I think the Santa will keep me busy for a little while. Time to do a little Zenithal.
Yeah. Hey, Z-Nubie-Q.
Z-Noobs! Zerg619!
The gang's all here. I guess. I have to delete a bunch of stuff because I have no room to put anything that we filmed today on my computer.
Are you gonna have room for everything we film on Wednesday?
That's a good question. A lot of stuff.
Michael Elder, good afternoon, Jay and Nick from Australia. Oh, fun. What year is it in Australia? I'm sure there's some time differences. I'm thinking of placing an order from Anvil pretty soon, because I need some stuff for a video I'm writing about female space marines and how it is possible in the lore, and failing that, it can be cool, because I'm kind of writing lore for a captain to my Black Templar army who is picked up on a random planet. As are all recruits to the Black Templar, because the Black Templar do not have a chapter planet or chapter keep. They are a fleet-based chapter, and so they roam the stars, stealing people and waging war. They don't steal people. They ask politely but firmly. I love. Sometimes I want to just stop after putting Zenithal on a model. I'm like, it looks really good, but right after the Zenithal, you have to go through the ass phase of the model. Ooh, speaking of Templars, I just got Giraffe to watch Hell's Reach. Wow, Hell's Reach is so cool. The only thing I don't love about Hell's Reach is I like the early parts of the movie when it's got that scratchy effect over everything. I think when it transitions from that to just okay animation, I think it loses something. I think they should have kept like a 25% scratch, at least. Like when the movie opens, it's a little bit hard to see anything. So maybe they don't need to keep it that strong, but I like the scratch. It makes me feel like I'm like it's because it's an audiobook, and I like to think it's like the audiobook is just appearing before your eyes. Like in Harry Potter when Voldemort is writing to Ginny Weasley through Tom Riddle's diary. It's like that, but 40K. Yeah. Yeah, this is Santa.
It's a bad Santa.
It's a badass Santa. The dog's over here just knocking stuff over.
That sounds about right.
Well, I love his. It's for a second I thought he was just holding a teddy bear, but if you look on the back of the teddy bear, there's TNT. So this is a bomb. This is a teddy bomb. Eons of Battle. How many passes and movements of primer I should give to a base when it is ready to get painted? Enough to cover it completely. That's how much paint you want to put on. So sometimes if like the model has tons of arms and stuff, you have to blast it a lot to get paint into all the nooks and crannies. Sometimes if the model's nice and flat like a base is, just a couple of squirts from above is all you need. Kilgore Void. I know it's a technical thing, but I like that it starts and ends with scratches. Like the only thing Grimaldus remembers clearly is combat. Everything else is sort of vague.
Is that your rebuttal?
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. And Hell's Reach is amazing. I mean, Hell's Reach is a miracle, although it has kind of been blown out of the water by Astartes. Because Astartes is phenomenal. It's hard to believe that that's one guy. Astartes.
Mm-hmm.
Joy Flores, I did some minor kit bashing of my Santa. We'll share later in the Patreon for kicks. Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Santa got his teddy bear at Build-A-Bomb Workshop. Void 16! Long time no see. Hey. When was the last time we heard from Void 16? It was probably last stream.
I don't remember.
Probably.
I mean, the last stream feels like years ago.
It does. Holy moly. Speaking of it does.
Lived the whole life.
I need my matte medium.
Mm-hmm. Oh. And there he goes. Off into the wilderness to find matte medium. I put matte large in my paint. I find that works a lot better. Craig, my jokes are amazing. You can't even be mean to me.
You know what, Army Painter? I'm going to try out your red. I wish I had an agitator in there.
Well, I'm agitated, all right. You put me in there.
Mm-hmm. I'm working on a rooftop base for Santa.
Ah, oh, that's cute.
I got some Filet-O-Fishes on Sunday, and some Filet-O-Fish sandwiches, and I actually used the box to prototype a roof base because I couldn't quite figure out the angles.
Did you watch our roof base video to get inspiration?
You know what? I didn't.
That's weird.
Not because that's not a phenomenal video.
Mm-hmm.
You know, top notch. Ooh, this is a very bright red. When I saw your Santa, I thought of the old Die Hard quote, "Now I have a machine gun, ho, ho, ho." Yeah, when Snape said that. Alan Rickman. I liked your murder pencil video for crystal bases. Yeah, that one worked out. The only thing I didn't love was I didn't come up with a really good solution for getting rid of the lead dot. Because I try to keep them simple. Although I think I'm gonna start to not do that. because you guys will see it pretty soon. I built a base for the minigun operator, and holy moly, it turned out.
Yeah. Oh,
but it also took a
yep.
lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know exactly. I don't know if it just turns into a big video, or maybe like a 2-part small video, breaking it down into each step, or if I just, spend an extra 4 or 5 hours on a small video.
Mm-hmm.
We shall see.
A small video becomes a big video if it gets a lot of views.
That is true.
But yeah, that base is really, really, really sick.
Mm-hmm. The ass phase of the model.
Ass Tardes?
Mm-hmm. The base was good. The dot added to the base, in my opinion. Yeah, what I was thinking of doing was putting some spackle on all of the tops to kind of sculpt out the dot. But then I thought, nah.
I think that's one of our most watched basing videos. Like, is in terms of quickness of views, except for the hate basing one.
Yeah.
Because everyone loves a good negative title.
Yeah. Literally, we released that video again. Didn't get hardly any clicks.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Here comes Santa Claus, bringing a world of pain. He's got a big gas machine gun for boys and girls again. Peace on earth, 'cause Santa's packing, oh what a cheery old sight. So jump in bed and Kevlar up your head, 'cause Santa Claus bought a gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah. All right. I don't know.
Did you hear about AK Interactive here in Spain dropping the ball with their promotion of some of their miniatures, hobby books, i.e. the World War II concentration camp, Zyklone B, shower unit, etc. I heard about the Nazis. They had like a Kickstarter for like Nazi, and it was Nazis.
Mm-hmm. Did it get funded though?
I think they pulled it.
That makes sense.
They were doing an entire series of books for making dioramas of basically the worst war crimes in history. Yeah, I almost get it, because like historical miniature people are a very different
Creeps.
breed. But
That's what I said.
yeah, there's a very fine line between like, I don't know, like honoring a real life thing that happened and like venerating a thing that happened. Like venerating like the people who did it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's still a little weird to just play as the Germans in World War II as like a game you're playing this Sunday with your buddies.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, I'm just playing as, the Germans storming into Poland, and it's already in odd territory to me personally. But
Would you not want to play the South?
No. Like, Flames of War is almost fine just because the scale is so small. It doesn't feel like, there's no faces or anything.
Mm-hmm.
You
can't paint little tiny mustaches on people.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
David Hogg, what an embarrassment for Spain. Sometimes people here make some clueless decisions. Happened with Hero Quest 25th Anniversary and Naomi from Sword and Steel YouTube channel. What? Happened with Hero Quest 25th Anniversary and Naomi from Sword and Steel YouTube channel? You mean when Green Stuff World went after them?
I think so.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, you Spaniards. Doom! Hello, friends. I just got my ass handed to me in 40K. Ah! I wish that was me. I would love to play a game of 40K.
Yeah, you're just an ass.
Yeah. Michael Elder. I always want to say Michael Eldar.
Mm-hmm. Change your name.
Yeah. More 40K related. On the Xmas theme, I was able to pick up an Indominus box for the boys and myself for Xmas. Looking forward to cracking the box and building painting over the holidays. Holy cow, is that the box for it? There's like 60 some models in that box. It's like a year's worth of painting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's some of the best models I think Games Workshop has ever made. If you play Space Marines or Necrons, you are a happy camper. If you play the other races in 40K, you're probably thinking, well, we got one thing in 2016, so. I think there was like another Space Marine Captain released this Saturday, and everyone was like, can we be done with Space Marines for... Let's be done with Space Marines for the year. January 1st, new Space Marines. The way I combat that is by building very fictional scenarios to make that real distinction between history and fantastic history. Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So the Nazis are actually the good guys.
Mm-hmm. You know what? It's a really cute thing I saw on Green Stuff World. If anybody watches the Netflix show Love, Death, and Robots, it's an anthology series of short films that are all animated, and a lot of them deal with science fiction and robots, and love and death. And there's one episode called Zima Blue, and Green Stuff World has a paint called Zima Blue, and they took a picture of the protagonist, made it really small, and then hid it in the product photo for Zima Blue.
It's fun.
Mm-hmm. Kilgore Void. It's like, okay, who wants to play the mass-murdering fascists, and who wants to play the unstoppable Pacific Death Machine? Yeah, it's a little odd.
That is a Santa Red if I've ever seen one before.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love the show Love, Death, and Robots. Really cool show. Some really, really great stories. The only thing that I don't like about it is that they're short films. So if one is really, really good, it's still over. Mm-hmm. We're not getting more of that story. I know I had a little problem with that with Neil Blomkamp's new movies. Am I saying, is it Neil Blomkamp? Yeah, Neil Blomkamp's. He did a lot of short films. He did one called Zygote, and they're epic, but they're done. And you're like, that's such a cool concept. I want a movie of that. I want a TV show of that. I don't want 8 minutes of it. Gimme. This Dr. Drokel, this mini reminds me of an old Lobo comic from DC where the drunk Easter Bunny hires Lobo to kill Chris Crusher Kringle over professional jealousy. Conflict 47 is a good way to have historical wargaming and sci-fi together, as is Archtug Cthulhu. Oh, is Conflict 47 the one where it's like World War II never ended and now there's like mecha tech? Where like tanks have bug robot legs and there's walkers and stuff? Treaded motorcycles? Kilgore Void. Imagine being the dude at the Confederate side of the American Civil War table. So what is your army fighting for? Victory?
Yeah, victory!
Mm-hmm. We were fighting for victory, and that's all.
Yeah, you almost have to preface every battle with... So I'm not racist, and this is just make-believe.
Yeah, we're playing pretend with real stuff.
I don't really believe that they're good.
Kilgore Void. That's a teachable moment. The more we get people to say the Confederates fought for slavery, the more we combat the lie that it was about states' rights or whatever. Yeah. Not good. I mean, it was states' rights to own slaves.
Yeah. People just stopped the second half of the sentence.
Yeah. They almost nailed it. Conflict 47 is the sequel to Bolt Action. Has some of the Japanese power armor they made that is pretty dope. Ooh, I love me some power armor. I've been adding and removing things from an Anvil Industry cart for about a week now. And one thing I really want is their Space Marine proxies look so cool. And I'm like, why would I buy this? I have Space Marines. I have over like probably 200 Space Marine models. But I want these Space Marine models. I'm probably gonna get them. Boy, my armies are lacking because I'm doing all of my painting for just weird stuff I find online.
It's true.
But holy cow, it does Anvil Industries Space Marines have that tactical look? Night vision goggles, scopes, thermal, tactical foregrips.
You
flip
name
up
it, they
iron
have
sights. And they have a 3-pack that's pretty reasonable. Because for the 5 or 10, it's a little pricey. You're basically paying G-dub prices, but for 3, it's not bad. And I always get lovely resin from them. Dave Dog, you make some interesting points. I mean, Warhammer is a game about killing and no one cares, and Bolt Action is a game about killing in a war which real people got killed and no one cares. I wonder, is Bolt Action is the tank game, right? Is Bolt Action the tanks? But it's Warhammer in space, so that makes it okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think it's not that it's in space, so it's okay. But it's
not
like
real,
very fictional. It makes a little bit more of a disconnect between like you don't feel like you're murdering your enemies.
Yeah,
You feel like you're rolling dice, and then you may or may not be removing models.
right. Maybe in the 42nd millennium,
Yeah,
they'll have 40K there, and that will be kind of a, you know, that'd be a historical. Yeah, there's no context because it's not real, so it's fine.
Bolt Action is the 28mm World War II war game. Huh? Maybe I don't even know about it then. What's the tank game? Flames of War?
World of Tanks.
Well, that's the online one. Is it Flames of War? I remember our friend Sean wanted to play it.
Ah, I remember that. Yeah.
And we were all like, I thought we were going to do 40K. And I thought you were going to play Imperial Guard. Yeah, he was looking forward to it. He's not a Nazi, he's just a dummy.
ZNewBQ, World of Tanks is also now a tabletop game. Is it really? That'd be hilarious.
You need to diorama this guy with a mini of him fighting Robot Santa from Futurama. Ah, I don't have a Robot Santa mini though, so I think he's going to be standing on a rooftop.
They're going to put a chimney?
Yes, yeah, he's going to be standing on a chimney. Ooh. As soon as I find the chimney.
You get 3D printed chimney.
No, for real, there's a World of Tanks tabletop.
Is it neat?
I mean, it's probably tanks. It's probably a lot like
Does
Flames
it have
of War.
biddies in it?
Ooh.
Biddy tanks?
What would a biddy tank be?
You know what it would be.
A tank full of biddies?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you don't see any biddies, they're just in a tank.
No. They're out the top. Like they're like waving. You know how there's that hatch at the top, and you can come out of it.
Is that Bolt Action? Does Bolt Action have a lot of pinup models? Because every now and then on Amazon I see like a pinup character standing outside of a mech that looks kind of World War II-y.
Joy Flores. Yeah.
I've lost this guy 3 times since I picked him up yesterday or whatever. Things go in and out. I have lots and lots of models. Kilgore, the tanks have titties. Nailed it.
Exactly.
ZNewBQ. No, that's dust. ZNewBQ picked up on that so fast. Pin up and tanks. Nope, that's dust.
ZNubiQ is our resident biddy expert.
Mm-hmm. And our resident mini scholar. Holy moly. Ho, ho, ho. Pew, pew, pew. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, he will fuck you up.
Demonetized.
Oh, no. It's been more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 15 minutes, or an hour and a half, or whatever it is.
Yeah, it definitely has not been an hour and a half.
Could go right. That sounds more like Infinity. Infinity is the science fiction game, right? Corvus Belli? Is that anything? Literally, because of you people, I have a Google document where I just add more games into it. Because I should probably know things if I'm gonna YouTube. Sam would also look cool with his foot propped up on a gift that's on fire. That'd be kind of neat. Dust is great for cheaper models. Ah. ZNubiQ. Collect biddies every day.
Yeah.
Infinity is sweet sci-fi asses the game. Joey Flores. I'm debating on using this pile of Eldar bodies. I have bases for my Santa. Wait, I'm debating on using a pile of Eldar bodies I have based for my Santa or maybe a rooftop scene. It's tough. So a pile of Eldar corpses. I mean, a perfect diorama I think would be him standing on top of Tau corpses. Because Tau are filthy.
Says the Tau player.
At first, I was thinking about dioramaing this guy with his elves on a bigger roof, but I don't love dioramas. I'd much rather have Santa and 2 elf models on bases. I'm sure I'll never use them in a game, but that's just how I prefer. How I prefer my minis. It's harder to move them around my desk and make pew pew noises if it's one big diorama. Michael Elder, have you painted any of the models from the Dark Souls board game? You know what? I have. A friend of mine got that game, and we spent about, I think, 9 hours painting some up. They're really cool. They're PVC, which means they're a little soft, but they were pretty cool. I painted some golden dudes, some skeletons, this winged monster and a not winged monster. But yeah, it was pretty cool. A lot of models. Kilgore Void. Gilliman as Santa with a bunch of Eldar dressed as elves hanging onto him pinup style. That would be...
I love it.
Amazing. I want that in my life. That would be amazing. Ah.
Can we commission someone to do that?
I want to. That's what you should do for commissions. Just something weird. Hey, I want Gilliman as Santa, and his elves hanging off of him as his harem. Wait, so Gilliman is 14 feet tall, and you want smaller than average women for him. ZNBQ, but your Halloween one came out great. It did come out great, and I'm very happy with it. But I don't ever look at it. It's sitting... Where is it? Oh, it's over there.
Yeah, it's not a toy, so it's not fun.
You know what, though? I really like those videos, and I really like the diorama. So it was worth it. Not in a we made the money back sense, but in a it's a neat thing sense. And you know what? Maybe next Halloween, it'll blow up. Because that's how videos work, right? Pew harder, Jay. Sell it, maybe? Someone will buy it, I'm sure. Well, I want it more than I would want to sell it for. I don't know. I don't like to sell my models because they're mine. I've only sold a couple.
And you're going to be buried with all your models, right?
Yes. Yeah. Patreon reward raffle for dioramas. Nah. I wouldn't be opposed to that, painting something and for Patreon raffle, but I want that diorama.
You have to make a diorama that you can take the models off.
Yeah, I was thinking
put
about
them on the
doing
bases,
that.
or the bases are part of the diorama or something.
I was thinking about doing that. It's a good idea. Sounds kind of like a hassle, though.
Yes.
I don't make a lot of dioramas in general. What I could probably get behind is just a kind of a diorama-ifying some movement trays. Jay's going to be buried in his models. No donating your minis to an orphanage.
Good old mini orphanage.
Z-noobs, I never really liked the concept, but I've never tried it before. The display base thing. Yeah, I like a scenic base, a small scenic base. I wish I had the thing to show you guys. The finished EOD minigun guy, but you'll see him. You'll see him soon.
I have him.
Yeah, that is I think my best quality small scenic base. It helps tell the story of the mini, which is some guy in bomb squad armor wandering around a neighborhood, blasting stuff with his minigun. And I have bullet cartridges laying all over the ground. Got a really nice curb. I actually
stomping?
Yeah, I actually cuz I painted on like a yellow street line, and I actually mixed some drywall spackle into the paint so that it would be raised up. So that it would have a little extra texture like real road paint has. Because it's not just like spray paint. It's like mixed with like vinyl and asbestos and all sorts of stuff to keep it nice and sturdy for cars to drive over it. Yeah, lead.
Uranium for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good base.
So like Call of Duty levels of story. Yeah, pretty much. Oh man, I love me some Call of Duty. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's my game. It's my game jam.
Game jam. You've been a little light on burps, so I've had to really pick that up for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm too tired to burp.
Yeah, I know, and I'm cheating with my bubbly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're using performance-enhancing substances.
Exactly.
Kilgore Void. I mainly paint dioramas as an excuse for miniatures. The Modern Warfare 3 and its ending was one of its best. I bet I didn't play it. I've played Modern Warfare 2, and I played Black Ops when I was 14 at my friend's house. Split screen co-op. Woo! Neither person can see very well, and we're using controllers, which are garbage. There's a mission near the end of GTA 5 called the Palito Score, where they are basically wearing those EOD suits and packing miniguns. I wonder if that's where the inspiration for the EOD mini came from. It could be. Mm-hmm. I would not be surprised if they're big Call of Duty fans over at the Anvil studio, judging by some of the models they come out with. Oh, does anyone, aka ZNubiQ, know a lot about Raging Heroes, the ladies miniatures? Because I always hoped that it was like, I don't know, like some badass woman's company of miniatures, but I saw like on Facebook the other day just some weird looking guy, and I was like, oh, is that who's behind Raging Heroes?
It's the best way to not be lonely.
Is to make a range of female miniatures.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Dog, it's the burp channel. Lots of soda drinks and no chalk in the meals.
And I mean, we're burpee boys even without performance enhancement drugs.
Mm-hmm. Kilgore Void. I recently picked up Warhammer 40k Space Marine, and it's surprisingly fun. Oh yeah, Space Marine is dope. It is super good until you get to the very end, and the final boss has a long ass cutscene that's unskippable. And it probably took me 25 tries to kill that guy. So I got real familiar with that cutscene.
It keeps playing the cutscene over and over and over again?
Every time I died, it would restart me, and then it redoes the cutscene for the final boss.
I mean, if it happened once, that makes sense. But that seems like a bug. Is that your rap group name? The Burpee Boys?
The Burp Street Boys?
Burp Street Boys.
Daft Burp. ZNubiQ on what did I even just say? The lady heroes?
Raging Heroes?
Raging Heroes. Yeah, they're not quite my favorite style. I've seen them, but never bought any. I've seen them too. There's some decent sculpts, but I don't know. I don't want to buy them. I was hoping that it was like some woman's company, and that they were just into that badassery. If it's just some weird guy, I don't know. It ruins it a little. I kind of made it okay in my head, and then like I don't know. Maybe I just got a bad look at the guy, but weird long disheveled hair, sunglasses in a dark room, staring into a webcam. The presentation was not everything it could be.
I want to look at their about section of their website.
Bad Squiddo is the cool lady miniature store, in my opinion. I'll have to check that out, Kilgore. XenoBQ. Oh, wait, I do have a Raging Heroes mini. It's not a biddy. It's a baby hippo wearing a helmet. Oh, yeah, I have seen that model. They have some really, really cute familiars models. I could use a dark red, but a little darker than corn.
I love corn.
You know what? I dropped that paint so far away from me that I'm just going to pick a different color.
And that's how professionals paint.
Yes.
It's far away. I don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see a picture of this guy.
I'll try to find it after stream. Yeah, that's what I should do. Is I should just go to Raging Heroes and figure out their thing.
I don't know. It looks pretty professional. I'm on their website right now.
Yeah, their website and everything looks great.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just some weird guy though who just makes women, sexy miniatures.
But I feel like that just makes sense to me.
No, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I just don't know if I want to be a part of it.
We are based in the south of France. We're a small boutique company and work with great artists and partners from around the world. So I feel like it's more than just one guy. I mean, I'm sure there's a guy that's in charge of it, but maybe there's more than meets the eye.
Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
More than just a guy.
Void. So are the Sisters of Battle biddies or no? The official ones from Games Workshop.
They are sort of biddies. They're not super sexualized, and they sort of have a lore sense for like lore reasons for being the way they are. So I don't think they're full biddy. I mean, it's a little weird to have a only female army. Like, I mean, the Regency Sisters of Battle existed as back in the day. They wanted a girl army.
Mm-hmm.
But they've kind of evolved since then a little. And now they're like the super priest, zealot, nuns.
I feel like they're not biddies because they're not scantily clad.
That is true. They're very covered. They do have boob armor,
I feel like...
though.
Yeah.
I mean, presumably
like
you want armor for your boobs, but...
Correct. I feel like a biddy is a little tasteless.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. And they did remove all the nudity from the range in the re-release. So I'm
sure people are really upset about that.
Yeah, no, some people hated it.
Burning down Games Workshop.
Mm-hmm. I think that it's amazing how far minis have come. Some old Grenadier minis look like lumps of mashed potatoes compared to today's stuff. You kind of have to guess where the details were when painting them. Xenobiq, Sisters of Battle are biddies. My definition of biddies, however, is rather wide. The penitent sisters are kind of skimpy, but definitely not titillating.
Good old titillating.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good word for it though, because that's what biddy models are aiming at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you paint the mini with an
to
erection.
Be titillating. Mm-hmm. You want biddies? Buy from Brother Vinny.
We all know AdMech priests are where it's at. Oh yeah, just gears and sprockets. Sorry. Joey Flores. Sorry, I've been too busy simping on those Raging Heroes Necron biddies. Didn't know you got this far on Santa. Do they have Necron biddies? Or are you talking about the Necron biddies from Wargames exclusive? Because Wargames exclusive has Necron biddy, which is weird. Wait, weird. They have more Necron biddy than they have like Eldar biddy. So they're really into metal. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Good, because Eldar are made of people and Necrons are made of metal. It's a funny joke.
It's a funny joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The toughest girls of the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Raging Heroes now.
Mm. Yep. Add to cart. Add to cart. Add to cart. I do like that little cute hippo though. I do know that model. And I think that they had like a rabbit covered in ammunition. That was pretty funny too. Kilgore Void. I think I have one model that could be considered a biddy. It's an old WizKids model simply titled Village Strumpet. Joey Flores, $2 tip. It is funny joke. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Joey Flores, EonsOfBattle Wargames exclusive. You're right. I'd be simping all over the place. Oh yeah, I know my Necron ladies.
Yeah,
I know where to find them. I know the links.
Kiverboard. Do you guys like biddies?
Kilgore Void, the idea of a Necron with any defining characteristics other than murder face. Kind of disturbing. Eldar is made of people! You know what, though? In the book Indomitus by Black Library, there's a really, really cool passage from the perspective of a Necron Destroyer Ophidian Lord, talking about like his experience with biotransference and how it like it sucked away his humanity and turned him into a being. And before the biotransference, he was actually an architect. And after biotransference, he was a machine of death and destruction. And that his wife actually had like her soul didn't take to the biotransference very well, and so she actually kept some of her humanity, well, her necrotire humanity, and so she actually kind of went mad, and so he destroyed her, and then that turned him into the Ophidian Destroyer. He succumbed to the Destroyer virus or malediction or whatever it is, and it's really neat. It gave the Necrons a little more personality than I knew they had. Necronanity. Necrotianity. I've heard the new Trazian book is spectacular. Ooh, that's good, because I think I own it. Joey Flores. So it's like poetry, then. It rhymes. Necronanity. Necron titty. But yeah, I enjoyed Indominus a lot more than I thought I would. Oh no, it's almost that time. Yes, you are right, Joey Flores. It's almost time for bed.
Straight to bed.
Welcome to Eons of Battle, where we talk about robots, boobs, war crimes, and occasionally painting miniatures.
Yeah.
So it's very apt. It's very apt.
Mm-hmm. Also known as a Monday.
Yep. Oh god, is it only Monday?
It is only Monday. We have a full week ahead.
Yeah, we do. Kilgore. Aw. Z-Noob, it's a good channel.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it too.
TK's 3D prints, oh no! It's still early, it's just gone 4 a.m. on Tuesday for me. Well, TK's 3D prints, you didn't get here soon enough, because we are wrapping it up.
I think TK's 3D prints was here, wasn't it?
Oh, have they been here?
I think so.
Oh, maybe. Okay, good. So people...
I feel like I saw it.
Good, that's good.
Maybe I'm lying.
Yeah. Xenobiq. It's my favorite stream on YouTube. Yeah. We're number one in something. Okay, good TK's 3D prints. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night.
Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central.
Good night.
Good night.